A new class, the Bowling Green Athletic Hall of Fame here tonight, and we're visiting with Greg Kampe, who was a two-sport standout here at BGSU back in the day. Coach Kampe, congratulations. Welcome back to Bowling Green.
Oh, it's really good to be back, and you know that my whole life is predicated on what happened to me here. You know, everything good that's happened to me I learned here, and played for some great coaches here, and loved going to school here. So to be able to come back is really kind of a cool thing.
Wasn't a far matriculation from your hometown of Defiance over here to Bowling Green. Was that part of what brought you to BG?
Absolutely. Both my sisters went to Bowling Green. The real reason I came, though, is because they were the only school that would allow me to play both sports. I was recruited by a lot of schools in football and by a lot of different schools in basketball, but Bowling Green was the only one that said I could do both. And my sister had gone here, so 60 miles or 60 minutes from home, I came.
Ironically, just looking at the overview of your career at Bowling Green, you were more accomplished as a football player here. Is that fair?
Oh, more than fair. I tell my kids and everybody, I was a football player. I was on the basketball team, but I got to play with some great players in basketball. I mean, my freshman year, that team was out. Cornelius Cash and Skip Howard and Jeff Montgomery. I mean, it was a heck of a basketball team. We got beat in the last game to not win the league championship, but we went to a tournament, and it was quite an achievement to be part of that, and great memories.
You played for Coach Haley and Coach Weiner, as I recall. Did you find yourself taking parts of what they did when you got into coaching?
Well, I think that we all do that. We all steal from everybody that we ever played for, all the way from high school coaches to your college coaches to football, your position coaches in football. There's a lot of things you like from everything. One of the things that always got me is all the things I didn't like, and then I found out, I didn't like them, but boy, you need to do those things, And so, it was a great teaching for me to play for such great coaches.
Take me back to how you progressed to being a basketball coach if you were a better football player. What developed the love for basketball to the level you could become a coach?
Well, to be honest with you, the thing that, when I played football at Bowling Green, there were 125 people on the team. In basketball, there's 12 to 15. So at Bowling Green, the only reason that I really had a relationship with the head coach, Don Nealon, is because I was the punter, too. So practice started, I would go to the offensive field where he was, and I would, as the punter, you run the huddle and you do the first 15 or 20 minutes of practice as special teams. And then I would head over to the other fields and be with all the defensive coaches and my position coach. And back then, my thinking, the ideology of that, it's not true. I found out it's not true, but I wanted to be have a relationship with all 15 players. And I thought it would be hard to do that with 125. So that's kind of pushed me towards basketball. But the other thing that pushed me to basketball is there was no practice facility back in that day. Do you know how cold it was in November out by I-75 in practice out there? And it never snows inside the arena, right?
That's
so,
right.
I mean, that weather had a lot to do with it, too.
Well, you took Oakland University and shepherded them from the Division II ranks up to Division I, and you had so much success. That grind, though, had to be real satisfying once you got to D1 to start having success. Talk about the hard work that took for you and your program.
Well, I think it's a labor of love, it really is. And I just wanted to be in sports all my life. I wasn't good enough to be a professional, maybe not big enough, maybe not fast enough or whatever. And so when it was ending, I wanted to coach because I wanted to stay in it. I was fortunate enough that Bob Nichols at the University of Toledo gave me an opportunity, and my career blossomed. And, I was just really, really fortunate. And I don't look at it as hard work. I look at it as I've been around 18 to 22-year-old young men my whole life. I get to go to work on a college campus every day. Man, how can you beat that?
Well, everybody here fondly remembers Greg Kampe. This guy's got over 700 wins, and he's in the BGSU Athletic Hall of Fame as of tonight. Coach Kampe, congratulations.
Thank you. This is really awesome.